deal. It's actually nice to come and have a chat with the driver on this one. Case is an American tractor, imported into Britain when we were struggling to build enough during the war. Tell me a bit about your one, the model and the year. Good. The model and the year of your case, please.
I'm not sure of it here. Model CC.
Model CC, yeah. 1930s, yeah. Okay, great. Went on to the orange ones after this year. So I wasn't quite sure on the year itself, but neither's the owner. It's obviously not got too much information with it. This one's a Model CC, so it'll be early 1930s. They went over to orange after all their cases were grey. Case is a very old company, started way back in 1863, I think. They were making farm implements, ploughs and all sorts of things, being pulled by horses as well at the time, and they produced their first tractor in about 1911. This one's a Caterpillar, this one's a D2, 1948. See, it's got a traditional yellow Caterpillar colour that we know of. Again, just like Case, they were grey originally. They went over to yellow just as advertising, really, just so as you're driving by you can see these yellow tractors and recognise them as a Caterpillar. Being grey in the fields, they weren't very noticeable. Used a lot all over the world. The army used as well. They were used in civil engineering, used for making new aerodromes for the RAF, etc. Fitted with bulldozers for earth moving needs. Coming through now, this is lovely turned out Nuffield orange Universal 4. Nuffield, very good brand of tractor. Very good brand of tractor, almost over-engineered in a way. Not too many sold because they were a bit more pricey than some of the other alternatives back in the day. But they certainly do last, stand the test of time as they're incredibly well built. Coming in front of me now is another Caterpillar. This one's a 22. This is the diesel engine, famous for its tracks, pioneers in the track in the world, crawling world, as we well know. Many other tractors use the Caterpillar tractor technology, put it onto their own. This one is a County. It's basically a Ford that the County have taken and added large front wheels to. It probably would have been like a 4,000 or 6,000 series tractor in the 60s. Which one is this one? Yes, this one's 64. As you can see, it's got equal size front and rear wheels, which doesn't give it fantastic traction, but with the cost of steering, so its turning circle is reduced, which means you needed a bigger headland in your field, so potentially losing out on some of the crop space. So it's a bit of a trade-off really between how many furrows you can pull and the lack of crops that you're able to grow. So eventually, as we can see with modern tractors, the front wheel was still four-wheel drive, was still driven, but it became much smaller, which gave the tractor a bigger turning circle. Now is a famous little grey Fergie. Really is understated tractor, really, the little Ferguson. Harry Ferguson is a fantastic pioneer in the tractor world. Grew up on farms, and started off his tractor career with Brown, actually. So we ended up with a Ferguson Brown tractor, which is the very first tractor to have the hydraulic three-point linkage, which you can see on this Ferguson tractor here. There's a little bit of history that goes on with the Ferguson series and story. He teamed up with Ford and was using his Ferguson system patents which is the 3-point linkage pattern that he had on Ford tractors. After Henry Ford died, there was a bit of a disagreement with Henry Ford's grandson, who took the company on after he died, with using the